Pumped. All right. Thank you for joining the Untitled podcast, number 25. With me today, or with us today, I should say, is Class, 4D Mike, and me, Stabby. And Engelhart may be joining us.
The ghost of Engelhart. It's here.
Yeah, he's dead.
He may or may not join us, depending on his work schedule, I guess.
He's fucking, with us in spirit.
We're gonna earn money.
And or death.
So yeah, without any further ado, I think we should probably go into our weekly presentation. Weekly presentation.
Great.
All right. Present. All right. Apathy in a bottle. We care, so you don't have to.
Is this regular alcohol?
No.
Okay.
Grandma sneaking into your room to rape you with a strap on again? How many times has this happened to you? Once a week, twice a week, you used to cry like a little bitch. Now you don't have to. With our product, you can take it like a champ. And really, don't you owe her for all those fat birthday checks?
Yeah, that's true.
I do.
Has your significant other skinned every pet you've ever owned? Care no more and give them the tender love and care they deserve. With Apathy in a Bottle, you can do it without even shuddering once. Look at that. They're so happy.
Finally. He's like stabbing her right now. You can't see.
It kind of looks like he is, too.
Kind of looks like it's maybe poking her in the rear, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. Is beating your wife starting to lose its charm? Are you starting to actually feel bad even though dinner was late? Worry not. With our product, you can go back to teaching obedience without that pesky twinge of conscience.
I want to be just like Alabama Man.
Oh, man.
Doesn't he look like Alabama Man? Like the second edition?
Does he? I don't know who Alabama Man is.
Alabama Man. Oh, you should have watched South Park while it was free.
He beats his wife.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch.
Right, you whore who's getting sick is sucking that dick. With Apathy in a Bottle, Apathy in a Bottle, you can suck all day and night without a single flicker of revulsion ever reaching your eyes.
Finally.
Starting to get that little twinge when scamming little old ladies out of their Social Security checks?
Holy shit.
You can sleep with ease thanks to Apathy in a Bottle.
I want to play his shirt.
I know, don't you?
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, I got some good pictures.
If I already do that and I already sleep well, will this just make me care even less?
Oh, it would absolutely make you care even less.
With no ill side effects.
Nope, there are no side effects. Is all that candy you used to lure littles into your van with starting to taste bitter? With Apathy in a Bottle, your plan never goes south. Or maybe it will.
I hope so.
Fingers getting shaky in that businessman's pocket? Now with Apathy in a Bottle, you can pickpocket all day without a care in the world. Look at this man. He is clearly making money.
He looks so happy. I want to have his happiness.
Who doesn't?
Can I pickpocket his happiness?
Fingers starting to slip when the poison starts to drip. With Apathy in a Bottle, you can poison your latest benefactor with steady hands.
Diarrhea.
That's like the poison ivy.
Oh, nice. Engel's on mine.
Ah, cat bread.
And then we would put our contact info here, but after just one dose, you won't care a bit. Instead, enjoy this picture of a cat or something. That's Apathy in a Bottle, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good. Okay, so I have some questions. I'm sure you don't care to answer them, but what chemicals, what dangerous chemicals do you use in this Apathy in a Bottle?
I don't think it matters, because once you start using it, you won't give a shit what's in there.
Isn't it all natural?
Oh, it's yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And chemicals. Chemicals are natural.
Okay, so what if you just stop caring about everything though? I just want to stop caring about some things, but then care about others, like my criminal empire. What do I?
Why, hello!
I'm not sure it's that selective.
What if I start drinking it and then I don't even care about drinking it anymore?
There you go. That's a real concern. I don't know what you're going to do then.
Yeah, you didn't think this through, did you?
I think you're just not drinking enough of it at that point.
Or too much.
Are you guys talking about the Kool-Aid?
Oh no, we just had a great business proposal given to us by Stabby, I think. Whatever.
Put on your shoes and drink the Kool-Aid.
It's similar to the Kool-Aid, without all the negative, deathy side effects.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like
what?
Also, how would you describe taste of it.
Unimportant?
Well, after you
I
take
would-
the
I would
first
say
drink,
so.
you don't
I would
care about the
Yeah, the
taste
minute
anymore.
it touches your tongue, you just stop giving a shit.
Just like
No,
this
so it
is
doesn't even-
alcohol, isn't it? You were just putting alcohol in a bottle.
So it doesn't even you don't even have to digest it. So can I just like rub it on my skin, just kind of bathe in it?
Ooh,
Sure, I don't really care.
topical.
A champagne bubble bath.
You can pour it in your ear. It's all good to me. Just pay me the money, bitch.
Can I put a tampon in the bottle and soak up all that stuff, and then put the tampon inside of me?
Sure, but you may not ever hear
Wait,
again.
wait a second.
'Cause
Okay,
that's
I
something
thought
people-
I thought I
Hold
was
on now,
catching
that's
on.
something people do with alcohol.
I know, which is weird, but what?
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up, that people do that.
All right.
Humans,
All right, so how
humans
effective would
decided
this
that was
be?
a good idea.
How effective would this be as like a date rape drug? Like, could I give this to someone and they just wouldn't care if I?
I hadn't thought of that particular use for it. That's a great idea. You'll have to tell me how it works.
Wow.
I mean, you could. I mean, and the way this is absorbed so quickly.
You went darker than
you
stabbing.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's-
I gotta say, I'm proud. That's a really good idea.
that is a deep fucking hole, fella. That is a deep hole. I might need a shower after that one. That's gonna be good.
You probably should have taken one after work, but
Oh yeah, no, I smell horrible. I'm just gonna put that out there.
It's a good thing it's not
Turn off
smell-o-vision.
the smell-o-vision.
Yeah. Smell-
Joss Whedon,
television.
I thought this was really funny.
but he makes
Noja brought this up.
at times.
Yeah.
Well, he is an avid feminist, or at least he was, but he actually deleted his Twitter account.
Yeah.
Because apparently, like, the feminists went apeshit over the newest movie.
Oh yeah, so he's one of the guys who was like all over Anita's cooch a couple of weeks ago, or whenever
Yeah.
the Gamergate stuff started up, and he was getting like praise for writing strong female characters. I think he was even invited to like this seminar where he basically was able to brag about how strong his female characters were for 10 minutes.
Oh,
And
yeah. Well, 10 minutes was all he gets.
Yeah, gotta get him back in the kitchen.
Oh, man. Like,
Don't
some
let
of
it
this
talk
shit,
too
like,
long.
worse than... I've talked to racists that are less, like, fucked up than this. What was it? You call yourself a feminist, yet you make rape jokes and treat female characters like shit. Joss Whedon is a sexist piece of shit.
Wow.
Damn.
Can Joss Whedon not be a sexist fuckboy? Block me, ugly sexist mayo jar? I don't even know.
What?
Wow, that's
What movie
explicit.
do they not get mad at?
I don't know what
Yeah.
they do.
Like, if you gave them a movie, would they not find something to be pissed off about? This is the internet.
I'm actually very impressed by that last guy because, we go through great lengths on social media to get blocked, and he just straight up
Fuck
asked
you,
to be.
you
That's
fuck.
impressive. That takes guts.
Yeah, I know.
Allowed us to have.
So apparently there was a joke about,
Okay.
oh, what is it? Somebody trying to lift up Thor's hammer, and then there's a joke of about prima nocta, and that was apparently all it took to have them just like fucking turn on him. Fuck you, Joss Whedon. You fucked up the only female superhero that Marvel has allowed us to have. The Black Widow is a
Allowed us to
fucking
have.
damsel. Doesn't Marvel have like a ton of female superheroes?
Yes.
In the movie universe, I think she's not even really a superhero. But yeah, like comic books, if she would be like an active fan of the comics, then yeah, she would see that there are tons.
Yeah, but I mean
Isn't
they've got
that-
like Rogue and stuff like that, and they've got
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the X-Men.
A good percentage of the
Yeah.
X-Men are actually women. So
Yeah.
But the X-Men is
Um,
done by, to be fair, I think it's done by Fox.
Oh, speaking of Joss Whedon,
Marvel.
thanks for equating being sterile to being a monster, you piece of shit.
yeah.
Isn't that...
No, it's you
No,
piece
you're
of
sterile, you might as well just
shit.
Shit.
And
Shit.
Joss
they-
Whedon.
Oh, all cap. Okay.
They were very calm until the last word. I'm impressed.
I just thought this was hilarious. Like, they turned on his ass so fucking hard. And just fucking, they hate him now, I guess.
Oh, yeah. You got to toe the line.
Fuck
I
yeah,
do.
dude. Don't
It's
fuck
like-
around with them feminists. They'll get
It's
you.
like Fox News. You toe the line or you get the fuck out.
I can respect
yeah.
a good turncoat, though. That's impressive. So fast. Like, I haven't even seen this movie. I want to now, but...
Well, and he didn't just, like, get mad. He fucking quit Twitter.
Yeah, he was like, thanks for all the people who supported me, and then, boop, he was gone. Just like that.
And like that.
I mean, really classy. He didn't, like, flip out on them.
Oh, yeah, no, he didn't lose his spaghetti on him at all. That was pretty clever. Because then he just looked like an asshole.
Yeah. Instead, it's just the feminists that look like assholes because you read all this, fuck you, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you said things we don't like, and you made a character do bad things or something.
There's a great quote from somebody who was talking about that stuff.
It's like, this is not your character, this is my character.
Well, they were saying if you don't allow us to have any female characters that ever have any weaknesses, prepare to watch some really fucking boring stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was reading a couple reviews of Game of Thrones, and it was basically from, that perspective, and they were like, well, yeah, the female characters are well written, except they all have a fatal flaw.
Which is like a character in a drama.
Yeah. And like all the other characters, that was literally the quote that they, like, directly.
That's so fucking dumb.
And they went on to explain the flaws of each of the characters, and it's like, well, yeah, but all the characters have that. That's what Game of Thrones is about.
Well, that's what any fucking show or TV or drama definitely. Or book or fucking painting even is about. There's got to be some sort of flaw, or it just gets boring.
Yeah, it's like that's why Superman movies aren't fun. Because he's not supposed to be flawed. Or Superman anything. Superman's the lamest hero.
I liked the Christopher Reeve ones just because they were so cheesy. Like, they were just so over-the-top ridiculous.
I like the Justice League...
the Justice League was fun, too, but that was only fun because there were other superheroes to drown out Superman's...
But he had his own show before that was like the precursor, and it held up pretty well.
Oh.
He's not like Invincible, like, he gets fucked up.
Yeah, one of the things that you delight in is bringing in aliens that can kick Superman's ass.
Yeah, exactly. Or the Kryptonite. God
or
damn.
Maybe they could just, like, kill Superman off and then have...
Kryptonite.
Yeah, everyone has fucking Kryptonite now. Like,
that
every fucking person
like
in the world is carrying around a little bit of Kryptonite now at this point.
Just so
someone went to a very special episode of Oprah, and she just started giving out Kryptonite to everybody.
You've got free Kryptonite, and you've got free Kryptonite.
Everyone check under your chairs.
They've just decided everybody that feel bad and they empathize with the villains, so they want to make it a fair fight. And they start giving out Kryptonite.
Then you look at the comments, too, and it's like, quit being a sexist. Would you mind explaining how he was being a sexist, or how you think that could change? Or it's not like anything constructive. It's like, fuck you, you piece of fucking shit. And it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't help anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
Stormfront is more civil.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up. The home of white supremacy on the internet is more civil than the feminists were going after Joss Whedon.
And I forgot to pull out my Stormfront or SJW quotes, but whatever. There's this subreddit that popped up over the past couple weeks. That's called Stormfront or SJW, and what they do is they pull quotes out of context, they remove the race or gender that they're talking about, and then they have you guess whether a Stormfront said it or an SJW, and it gets very hard at some points.
Yeah, some of them are easy, but some of them are like, I don't know who said that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are easy just because of, like, the vocabulary they use around the concepts are the same, but just... You won't hear a Stormfront saying, I literally can't.
There's like a game, or there's like a video series where someone does a game. I forget who does it, but it's like, crazy Hitler speech or, Fox News. And they just play the quote. It's like, I don't know.
Oh, now that's fucking inscrutable.
It's like,
That's brilliant.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah, I'd like to, I don't know, I completely lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Looks like Stabby's got something up. Good job, boy.
I heard you floundering, and I'm like, here's a shovel. So apparently, this is relatively old news, but I thought this was kind of funny for anybody that was or is a fan of the NCIS series.
Yes. Oh, so much.
Sorry.
So Polly Perrette, the person who plays the kooky, what is it, scientist person who does all the
she's got like the punk rock look, doesn't she?
Oh,
she's apparently a psycho.
Yeah. Well,
and has been using her divorce testimony to get a restraining order against her ex-husband, and then hiring Francis Coyote Shivers to track him down and show up in order to call the police and have him busted for violating the restraining order repetitively.
Yeah.
So, like, in other words, like, once she got the restraining order, she would have this really fucked up detective follow him around and tell her where he was so she could show up and get him sent to jail.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, over and over and over, and now it's to the point where he might end up in prison, although it's starting to look like that might not work out real well for her.
Wait, okay, I'm still confused on this one point. Why do they have a woman playing a scientist in this show?
I'm looking at some of this shit on the right, too.
It is fiction. I don't know.
Ew, yeah, dude, get out of that diabetes thing. Yeah, that's making me.
That's just kids. No, in Japan, or not Japan, some other country, they make kids sit on frozen peas for punishment on their knees.
That's not okay.
Japan.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, and that's just what it
Odd trick restores 20/20 vision. Oh, this is a shit site.
Oh, this is all ridiculous. Yeah, no, they start talking about how like it goes into men's rights, and I don't really give a fuck about that. I just thought it was funny that.
Just look at the girl on the show. Of course she's psycho.
Yeah, fair enough. I just thought it was pretty funny that she actually managed to pull that off for like a long ass time, and nobody ever would like. Yeah. You know, he sure violates that restraining order an awful lot.
You'd think he'd get a camera.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he's
she's walking towards me again. Now she's going to call the cops and try to get me arrested again.
Well, he's up against a detective that's actually famous for getting bullshit evidence, for manufacturing evidence for people in divorce cases.
It's like a movie.
So, yeah, it's like he's dealing with a professional dude. It's pretty hard to fuck that guy up.
Detective. Except he just bullshits everything.
Well, he doesn't necessarily bullshit. He manages to figure out ways to manufacture it.
Honestly, I'd like to see that TV show. That would be fucking hilarious. Like a psych-style detective who goes around and makes up stuff for divorce cases.
He finds clever ways to use the law to his advantage.
It's like, watch our detective abuse the law. Woo!
Yeah, can we cancel NCIS and put that on the air?
Loophole. Here it comes.
Yeah, and NCIS could be Coyote because he goes by Coyote Shivers. So
yeah, that's his villain, Coyote.
Coyote Shivers.
Coyote.
He's one of Gibbs's ex-wives' detectives, and he's just
Wiley,
that Gibbs the whole time. Gibbs has to try to take him down.
That's great.
Yeah.
And he gets really angry.
Actually,
I feel like he needs to move to a new precinct at the beginning. And they
there you go, yeah.
They don't like the way he does things.
Yeah. He breaks
yells at him.
You mean like where he doesn't share any sort of information with his team on a regular basis and just does shit like that's really stupid?
Yeah. He's putting bananas in tailpipes, all sorts of things.
There you go. And then this is for class. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of monoamine oxidase.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is supposedly a gene that is more common in black men that causes a lot more of the violence.
No.
And so this is something that a lot of people, who I'm assuming are probably somewhat racist, point out when they talk about how black people are more violent than any other race.
Really?
Yeah.
Who kept who as slaves again? Hundreds of years?
I just thought it was fucking funny. It was just such a ridiculous thing. I don't even know what it does. I just think it's funny as fuck. In individuals with low activity, MAO...
We just love to manage things and be in charge.
when faced with social exclusion or ostracism, show higher levels of aggression. So, like, if you would essentially, people who are in like the ghetto would be more likely to be violent, according to this. I don't know how realistic all this evidence is.
Yeah, that's how you survive in the ghetto.
Well, I mean, you're talking about
Violence
like
happens to you
genes and stuff.
You learn to deal with it.
Oh yeah, it's real primal in the ghetto. It's
Although
like
there was a great little thing I saw with on the Nature show, on a Nature documentary about baboons that really explained the Middle East. And so these baboons will apparently live in, they're called harems.
All the girls need to show their big red asses.
Well, no, like they'll have
This is
one
everything.
male and several females, and that's a harem. And then the harems all live together in a troop.
are there harems
Males are
or
extremely. No, they call them harems. I don't know why they call them
Yeah, I know.
harems instead of harems.
It's
It's
okay.
essentially a harem. And the males will like punish the females by running over and just biting them really fucking hard on the neck whenever they get out of line and don't do what they're supposed to do.
Well, yeah.
Whoa.
And then anytime two troops like run into each other, just like see each other, they just go apeshit violent on each other. They just fucking attack
Well, yeah.
without even a second's
Yeah, dude.
like thought. They're just like, oh, people that aren't me, fucking kill.
oh, so kind of they're kind of like
So
like
like
the
it.
Midwest.
No, I was gonna say like the Middle East, man.
Oh, in the Midwest. I mean, if we're being honest.
I don't know. I've never been to the Midwest. I
Yeah,
would never
mids.
purposely go there. I don't know why you ever have.
Oh, I have family who were unfortunately stuck back there. You know,
Oh, yeah.
refugees, pretty much.
That's not what I'd call family. That's what I call liabilities.
No.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Excise them from the family.
They're dragging you down.
I mean, if you just like wait a couple years, you know, the way they eat in the Midwest.
Oh yeah, they'll probably be done.
You'll outlive them.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But and they also steal females when they fight. That's when they go and like kidnap females from the other tribes or the other troops and keep them.
Just like good Christians.
But I did see the best beetle ever that I think all feminists would really, really enjoy.
A beetle?
So the way this beetle breeds is the
George
female
Harris.
beetle will go to the top of a tree.
John Paul.
Is it Paul McCartney? Isn't he dead?
No.
Did he die
It's like
back
some
in-
sort of horned beetle.
Oh.
And it will, the female will go to the top of the tree and do something that attracts the
tried.
males.
We really tried.
The males will fight by throwing each other off the tree, and whichever male manages to get all the way to the top will mate with her by trapping her with its claws so she can't get away and raping her.
Yeah.
And then because he's already thrown so many other beetles off the tree, he throws her bitch ass off too.
Yeah.
He shocks her when he's done.
So rape and murder is natural.
No, they survive the fall because they're so light
Oh.
and they have such heavy armor. But it's just like so funny because he's just like, well, I threw every other beetle off this tree. This tree's mine. Get the fuck out.
What I'm getting is rape is
Get
natural.
out the way.
Yeah, is that kind of like cab fare? Is that kind of like, here, have some cab fare, now get out of
No,
my bed?
no, he didn't even do that. It's not like he brings her food. He just brings her rape and throws her out of her tree. Oh, man.
He brings the rape.
It is just like the feminist poster beetle.
He brings home.
I'm saying, like, I want to see like some feminist group talking about that because this is just how that animal evolved. There's no malice in any of it. They're fucking bugs. They don't even have brains. I just want to see like that conversation going on. Like, he's oppressing her. Just the rage.
Stop domestic violence. Stop domestic violence.
Yeah, we got to teach the Beatles that rape is wrong. Fix everything.
Oh god, that would be really fucking funny.
Yeah,
All
Beatles live in a very male-centric, patriarchal society, and that needs to change.
Oh man, the amount of rape that goes on in nature is fucking insane. No animal wants to be mated with. Like apparently almost all of them, except for like some primates, want nothing to do with mating. Primates are the only ones that are like, oh yeah, let's do some more of that. But like everything else, it's just like, and then he captures the female and holds her hostage while he bangs the shit out of her, and you're like, all right, I guess that's cool.
Or the bedbug have a knife penis, and the female bedbug doesn't have a vagina, so he just stabs a hole in her and fucks that.
It's like the
Yeah.
duck. The duck is just like
yeah.
the woman has like multiple vaginas, and the male duck has a corkscrew penis that like hurts like hell.
I want a bag of duck vaginas.
What
How about
the
a
fuck?
bag
I
of
just feel like that's the ultimate domination of a species, is when you just have bags of its vaginas laying around.
Well, Ed Gein did that to the humans, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Jesus.
hope so.
All
How
right.
couldn't you?
You guys seeing what I'm dealing up here?
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's fucking awesome. I like the Walking Dead character
Wait, is
a
that
little bit more
child
now.
porn on that other tab?
I like the UI and pops up.
Totally.
Eating
Child
100
porn.
hours.
Infinity amount of child porn. Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So
Father
we
Gabriel.
were talking about famous people
Oh
doing
shit!
dumb
That's,
shit.
he's from The Wire. He was Carver.
Yeah, he was from The Wire.
So yeah, this
And more
motherfucker-
recently from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, much more recently, and he's
He's still
now
alive.
arrested.
But the best show
He's
he's been
alive,
in.
but now he's arrested.
For now.
He's
Well, I mean, he was black. What the hell was he doing driving?
107. That doesn't seem very holy.
Speeding at a whole. That's a holy crap amount of speed right there.
Well, you know he's not really a priest, right? You know, he's
Yeah,
just
no,
an actor.
No, that's his real identity.
Yep.
We need to confuse that as much as possible. And
He has to be.
maybe
He has to be
Colin
Gabriel
Brooks
Stokes.
is on his house for the next 5 years.
So yeah, he was arrested on Sunday for pot possession and reckless speeding.
Didn't some chick on that show also go absolutely like apeshit crazy?
I
Oh,
think they're
like
depressed that they're on The Walking Dead.
show-wise or in reality?
No, in reality, I thought that some other actors from that show just went off the fucking deep end for a while.
No clue. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I heard something about one of the female characters.
It's
on
a
that went
DUI. Was it the influence of pot or alcohol?
crazy. I'm gonna assume
I'm gonna-
pot.
Listen to me when I say these words.
I'm gonna guess alcohol since he already.
Yeah, but
they.
you can still be drunk and
That's true.
possess
You
pot.
can be
Those
intoxicated.
would be two separate things.
No, I drove G, blah, blah, blah.
And I think
He
if you're,
mentioned that he had 3 beers and a shot of alcohol.
yeah, if it's other drugs, they say a DWI, driving while
Yeah.
impaired. If it's DUI, then it's just under the influence of presumably alcohol.
So we do not endorse getting high and then driving at 107 miles per hour
No.
while
There you go.
However, it does make
simultaneously
you pretty cool.
making
Look at that
The
pretty
Walking Dead, because what the fuck, if you die, how do they explain that? And they, oh, he's just gone now. It's like, no, I want to see him brutally murdered on screen.
Well, he did kind of. If anyone does anyone actually keep up with The Walking Dead?
No.
He's
All
dead
right.
soon.
Yeah, pretty much. I think he was on his way out.
He will be dead soon.
In one way or
He's kind
another.
of a shit.
I guarantee it. I don't guarantee it.
Now, whenever he's on the scene, he'll just be walking all gingerly and kind of like being really careful about where his ass is pointing.
He's such a douche. Like every 5 fucking minutes, he's like, I don't believe in God. I do believe in God. I don't believe in God. I do.
Yeah, so he's
Bag.
Yeah, just make up your mind and be an atheist.
Yeah.
No, I don't even watch the show. I had no
Every
idea what
time he was going in that direction, I was like, yes, he's finally figured it out. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Jesus, please forgive me. And I'm like, no.
And
then
as
he's a
Mike so
fucking-
wonderfully put it, as the article also does, as a result, fans have not found this character particularly likable. No shit.
Well, yeah. He immediately backstabs the group as soon as they get to this new place. And it's
Yep.
like, they saved your ass so many times.
It's like the reason you're alive, dude, is all of them.
Fuck,
And so you're a shithead in show.
Well, obviously,
you're a
God's real.
Shithead
I
out.
mean,
character. Not the...
God must be real. He was driving 107 miles per hour and he survived because he was dressed like a priest.
Now I get to hate the character and the actor.
I mean, in The Wire, though, his character was a good guy. He was like the officer who was he got promoted and didn't lose sight of like being a good cop.
He didn't be corrupted.
Yeah, he wasn't corrupted and worried about his career. He sacrificed that. He was
Well,
not
it's
an
like
ass.
What a fool.
he kind of reminds me of Paul Walker, like where Paul Walker died and everybody was like, "Oh, poor Paul Walker." And it's like, no, that fucker was driving incredibly dangersly.
It was
Yeah, it's like
The
I've-
lucky
I've
thing is
seen-
that he didn't kill anybody else with him and his buddy's annex, you know?
Yeah, I've seen so many people have like so much sympathy for Paul Walker, and it's all he did that to himself. Don't.
Yeah, like him and his buddy went out and fucking hot rodded the car around and paid the price. Thank God
Yeah.
nobody else got hurt.
Yeah.
Like, there's a great example to give the kids. Like, don't fucking do stupid shit, and you take yourself out.
I really would like to give him a medal for like a Darwin Award or something equivalent. We should have something like that on here, like maybe the Untitled Studios Darwin Awards next week.
All right, class, I'll leave that up to you.
We find the best, most offensive examples of people killing themselves, basically, and then give them recognition for that.
Don't forget Heath Ledger. If you're going to go there, go all the way.
No. Service.
Heath Ledger, who killed himself with drugs? Yeah, I feel really bad about that.
Come on, really? That's you think that's a shitty one?
I only feel bad that he's not going to be able to play Joker in this upcoming Batman movie, because I have a feeling the new Joker is going to be shit.
That was the time when they had sex. Batman and Joker fucked the whole time. Brokeback Batman.
Brokeback Batman. Go ride horses up in the mountains. And then they spend one magical night together.
Yeah, the movie opens with them on the steps. They're riding out on the fucking steps, and then...
Does he have a bat dildo or something?
it spins around and everything. It's like...
You know, and then like a cold front comes in, they're stuck in the same tent together, and Batman's like, I wish I could quit you, Joker.
No. I wish I could quit you, Joker.
There we go. Oh, man. I'd watch that. That'd be a fucking movie right there.
Let me caress your chest. That
was a great movie.
Think about that sound.
Then Robin shows up in his gay outfit.
Batman. Then I'm just gonna guess that's when the real action starts. If you know what I mean.
I'm having way too much fun with that voice.
I would say so. You need to tone it down.
We're not.
No. People need to know that we are horribly depressed when we talk to them.
Cartel-funded sex parties of DEA agents.
Yeah, this just keeps going. Like there keeps being some groups of like supposed like police type forces of the U.S. just going out and having like crazy like drug sex parties.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I know the Secret Service. I know they go to other countries and go buck wild with their prostitutes and stuff. And
the DEA does as well, but the cartel funds it.
Oh, that's great. That's fun. I mean, you know,
most of the sex parties occurred in government-leased quarters where agents' laptops, BlackBerry devices, and other government-issued equipment were present, potentially exposing them to extortion, blackmail, or coercion. So they left out a bunch of sensitive information that the cartels could have used to like go after them.
And they probably did. I mean, how could you be that dumb? I don't get it.
Oh, if the special agents had served as government witnesses at the trials of these defendants, their alleged misconduct would have had to be disclosed to defense attorneys and would likely have significantly impaired the ability to testify at trial. So essentially, their own actions probably would have gotten them busted. Like, to the point where the people who got off on trials and stuff like that would never have been convicted.
Well, yeah, and it's also like calling the police on someone who stole your drugs. It's like you're also doing something illegal.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna start bringing the shit up.
And then
I was watching this Discovery Channel like mini documentary where this guy was following. It was more of a reality show, but this guy was following criminals around and seeing how they operate. And so these this gang went into this other guy's house to steal.
And then he died horribly.
Tons of they were trying to steal like several pounds of weed. I forgot the exact measurement, but so the dumbass who was filming the documentary was like, and they won't call the police about this. And they're like, no, we're taking their drugs. What are you gonna do, dumbass? You're gonna call the police and say, yeah, these guys stole my hundreds of pounds of drugs in my garage.
Illegal drugs that you'll send me to jail for having. They took that from me. I'd like it back so that you can then send me to jail forever. Thank you.
And here's the sad thing. That is actually true. It's not like, oh, that sounds really... No, that shit happens.
Well, there's been drug raids where people keep going to the house and trying to buy drugs in the middle of the raid.
Well, yeah.
Like, there's full-on uniformed police with, like, assault rifles and fucking SWAT members.
Like, hey, man, you got any
man, you holding crack? You got some crack? I want to buy some crack.
Yes.
Fucking
Step into the car.
It's like, oh, come on, dude. No, just go away. I don't need more paperwork.
I'm sure at that point.
I got enough shit to write about.
Yeah, that and not all drug dealers are like gun-toting maniacs who are trying to kill people. It's like some of them are just like, you know, the mom down the street doesn't have any money.
The majority are like that, though. The majority of drug dealers aren't like the crazed psychos. Most of them are just like people who sell to like a select group of friends.
Yeah. So what are they going to do when they get busted in, and they've spent like their money because they have an investment, and it's like, well, they can't call the police because, you know, they'll go to jail now too.
Yeah, I know. A friend of mine was talking about how his pot dealer got like a couple of high school kids, like three or four, he said, came in with like some shitty like 22 rifles and robbed him at gunpoint. And his buddy was just like, well, I'm not selling for a while, and I'm not selling to anybody, but it's this very specific list.
Yeah.
Because he's like, all right, time to stop. I'm not branching out again. Fuck that.
Because you got no protection.
Yeah.
That's what you get for talking to other people. That's why I always say keep your group small and racially pure.
It always comes back to fucking racially pure class. God damn it.
Who says that again?
I think that was
Gandhi.
That was Seinfeld.
Hitler.
I'm pretty sure that's a direct quote from Seinfeld. I might be mistaken though.
Oh, did you hear about the kid that got suspended expelled from a college? He was a Jewish student who'd gone over to somewhere where they have a lot of Buddhist temples, and brought back some stuff, amongst which were like some with.
That's very interesting.
And he put him up as.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I went robot, didn't I?
No, you went out. Like, you were gone.
Gone entirely?
Yeah. They didn't even give you a chance to go robot.
Yay.
He bought some stuff, and some other stuff happened, and then other stuff probably happened after that.
I heard swastika thrown in there, too.
We're talking on top of you because you're not saying anything.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Talk amongst yourselves. Stop talking about me. Talk about something funny.
Stabby, you're talking, but you're not saying anything.
Ooh.
I love it. Oh my god. Well, shit.
So does anyone have anything, or are we just going to sit here?
Jerk
we're going to wait for Stabby to heal. Maybe.
Alright. Well, fuck.
Be entertaining on your own. Keep the cast going, you losers.
I love the little.
I don't know if we can do that.
Yeah, I know that's kind of a tough one.
Talented.
Okay, I've got something that's really funny actually. So the Onion, they have as big of a problem with like BuzzFeed and the clickbait and dumbass articles there as everybody else does. So they started this. They started this spoof website called Clickhole, which is pretty excellent. It has like a bunch of articles written in the exact same style about the exact same stupid topics.
That's exactly what it is. It's like and it's like the Alice Wonderland hole of once you're in there, you're never getting out again. It's like a black hole. Not even light can escape.
Yeah, kind of like a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But they wrote this one about this awesome high school that gets 2 proms.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
everyone feels comfortable.
Yeah, it's this place down in Merrill High School in Georgia. For some reason, it's in the South. The South is so far ahead of all of us.
Yeah, they're pretty progressive.
Is something happening to me? I heard dings, but nothing happened.
I hope so.
What's happening?
I hope someone's diddling you. Is that the sound that diddling makes?
Yes. Yes.
So they just have like a bunch of these articles, and this is actually just as addicting as BuzzFeed.
Yeah, that's why I hate places like that.
Down, I can't.
Like ZergNet, that's another place. It's like once you start clicking, you're never going to get out. You'll end up with like 36 tabs that you're like, I have to finish all of these before I can stop. And each one of those,
can't stop.
yeah, each one of those tabs, you end up with like 4 more tabs.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
And none of them are satisfying.
Yeah, and not a fucking single article is about the shit they said it was about.
there's like 10 totally adorbs dogs that you must see, but they don't know my life. They can't make that judgment. I'll make that judgment. Let me click on this
The
article.
picture they show usually isn't even in the fucking article at all.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. God damn it.
And it doesn't have anything to do with the article.
Yeah, or that.
I always
damn you, internet.
into stuff like that too. So
Yeah, after a while, it's like you just have to call it quits. You just it's like being at the casino and you realize you've lost, and it's like I'm just going to keep losing if I don't stop now. So I'm just going to accept the loss. It has to end sometime, you know.
Sooner or later, man. Just stay strong.
Ooh,
So
he's got a mask too.
the newer things to whine about if you're an SJW is that extroverts have social privilege.
What? wait. Oh,
The social justice force have found a new thing to be upset about. That's
It's like,
exactly
hey,
the correct phrasing. They
I'm
will
totally
find something.
Yeah, I'm totally dissatisfied with my life. It must be systematically unfair.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. This culture has been built for extroverts, and that gives them social privilege. Here we go. Here's the 6 privileges that you get from being an extrovert.
oh, wonderful. I want to see it.
Number 1, not having to forsake your basic needs, like food and going to the bathroom because your roommate has company over, and when your daily person quota has been filled, hunger is the lesser of 2 evils.
Really? So you'd rather starve to death than say hi to a couple people and get food?
Was that word salad?
That's called natural selection. Starve to death, you fucking loser.
God damn.
They're literally saying, here, you're not going to be as social if you're not as social.
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
It's like if I'm ever to that point where I just don't want to say hi to people, like get food or something, then I'm really not that hungry and I shouldn't be eating anyway.
If
That's
you
how
don't
you get
go
fat.
out and meet people and make friends, then you won't know people and have friends. Wow, that blows my mind.
Not having to leave a store empty-handed because you can't find what you need after looking for several hours, and are too afraid to ask an employee.
So I'm sorry. How do we fix that? If you're a dumbass and can't find something in a grocery store, that's on you.
Well, I mean, on top of that, then that's also just the store's fault, isn't it? Like, if
if the store doesn't custom tailor the aisles to suit your needs and your style of searching, then it's totally their fault.
No, but they can't even know about it because you can't even get up the nerve to ask someone if they have an item at the store or not.
But this is
That's
like
not a problem with society. That's not a problem with the store. That's not a problem with the employees. That's a problem with the person that can't walk up to an employee and go, "Do you have this item at the store?"
I would need help at a grocery store. I would regularly ask people if they needed help finding stuff. Just walking around aisles.
Counseling and medication if you can't go up to someone at a grocery store.
Yeah, she's not mad at extroverts. She's mad at people without social anxiety. Like, that's who it privilege is, because people...
well, that's not a...
You're asking someone at the store.
That's not an introvert.
Like, where something is. You're at a place to buy shit, and you're asking where the shit is to buy. Where's the anxiety?
I mean,
like, I hate dealing with people, but there's no anxiety.
It's like, are they going to pull your pants down and call you a nerd because you asked them where something is?
I hope.
I mean, I kind of, in somewhat of a way, like, I understand, like, having an issue talking to strangers. Like, it's actually a thing. I mean, people just aren't used to doing it. But when I think about the store clerk thing, I mean, I
before the internet, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't walk around a store. I know where I'm going to be going for the most part. Like 90% of the time I walk into a store, I'm going to know what I want and generally know where to find it. Or at least I will be able to somehow figure it out on my own. But I'm still going to get asked if I need any help. Like number.
And that's not a privilege that this other person can't have. They're just not availing themselves of the privilege.
Well,
but they'll walk up to me and say it. Like, I don't have a choice in whether they're getting help. I'm sure that's going to be the same for everybody else.
Stabby's made a very good point.
Yeah, that's a wonderful point.
So, keep on.
Fuck it.
Is this a joke list though? I missed that whole last part about Angle saying something. I was retrieving something that belongs to me rightfully.
There's network problems and diagnostics.
Ah, shit.
And
bye.
And newerty.
Something like that, yeah.
All right.
Well, no, I'm talking about like being.
Is that better?
Being an introvert, yeah, actually, sounds nice. Being an introvert so much that being able to talk to perfect strangers, whether it's someone who
that's somebody with a mental illness.
I mean, it's
That's not society doing anything to take away your privilege.
Well, but that's not an introvert.
No, I'm not actually going along with this at all. I mean, that bad of an introvert is actually an existing thing. It's just it doesn't make extroverts socially responsible for it. It's just that does exist.
And it doesn't give them a privilege that this other person doesn't have access to. They could have access to it. They just can't bring themselves to avail themselves of it. That's nobody's fault except for like that person just needs help.
Yeah, it's not like there's a sign on the bathroom saying extroverts and introverts only. Though I would like that.
All right. Next one.
I hate it when people come up behind me when I'm in a stall and they try and make small talk. I just pee on the people in front of me. Especially when they get really close and put their hand on my booty. I don't like that at all. You know.
Oh, you probably don't want to go to the restroom with me then, class, because that's like my whole goal.
Oh, you're grabbing the restroom.
I'm just touchy. I'm a touchy-feely guy, you know.
Grabby pants.
Especially in the restroom.
So is it normal to have people like regularly look under the stall and tickle your feet?
Yeah, totally normal.
Okay.
That's cool. Don't worry about it.
Somebody did that to me once, so I've just been doing it as a common courtesy.
That is like the most disturbing picture. Like, I picture that in my head when you say it. It's just
You walk in the bathroom and you hear
Oh God.
I don't hear that very often.
I just picture that being a mudget. Or a midget, I mean, not a mudget. Oh, goddamn, I'm tired.
You've been using Munster too much. Now you're calling everybody mudgets.
Mudgets.
No, I didn't really sleep today. I had to go to the dentist instead.
Yeah. That's
number 3, not risking bodily harm because you walk so fast in order to get away from the crowd, and close your eyes every time you turn a corner, and so are pretty much guaranteed to smack into somebody.
Okay.
That's like physics.
You're just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's just fucking dumb. I'm gonna close my eyes every time I turn a corner.
That and they're like running away from every person.
Like I said, this isn't really introvert. This is like agoraphobic.
What is the solution to that?
That's a big problem.
Well, when he steps out on the street, everyone has to leave.
Yeah.
I think the solution is that somebody needs to take their fucking medication like they were prescribed.
Or kill all of humanity
God damn.
so that they're the only person left.
Yeah, we just need to reduce this country to about 30,000 people so he doesn't have to encounter anyone if he doesn't want to.
I'm thinking like 3. 3 people would make him happy.
One in the Midwest who's really, really dumb. One on the East Coast who thinks he's really cool, and then the West Coast guy who's awesome.
Surfer. Yeah.
So Hearth is just getting completely cut out.
Hi.
Is what I'm saying.
Sorry.
See you later, Art. Sorry, dude.
And same with Seth.
Oh, twist. Hearth is the guy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The guy who thinks
I'm
he's
the guy
cool,
who hides in the restroom waiting for the rest of
you're the guy. You're like the mild-mannered guy that turns out to be the most psycho.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have an AK-47. No.
Stabby's the stall tickler.
Yeah.
I'm the quiet one that fucks you up when you're not gonna suspect it.
Stabby's the front man. He'll stab you in the front.
Stabby's the kind of guy who would go
Will
into the
stab you in the
bathroom just
I'm
to
the butt
do.
stabber. I'll stab you in the butt. I mean, never mind. Just keep going.
Stabby's the kind to go into the restroom just to do the stall tickling and then leave.
Yeah, definitely. That's my
Like, I
daily
don't really
routine.
have to pee, but I think I saw somebody go in there. They're
I
probably
was
in the
just
stall.
checking.
Damn it, he didn't jump in the stall. I wanted to tickle his feet.
You see what happens is you go and you'll sit in the stall and you hear, "Hey there, buddy. How you doing, stall buddy?
Hey, buddy.
How's it going there, pal? Wearing shoes?" You know,
I wish they were flip flops. So then I could tickle those little piggies.
oh man. So moving on to number 4. This is a good one. Being able to find a job more easily, and if you think that it's just because you're a great worker and all that, Saint James, I don't know who that is, clarifies that that's just because extroverts don't seem to understand the amount of privilege actually helping them, like being able to socialize.
It depends.
I've noticed that. People that are really good at
job. It depends
people
on
that
what
are really good at socializing don't have to be as good at their job.
I suppose there is a little bit to that. That's a fair point.
I've noticed that, and it's not like, but still, it's like, how's that society? Like, they're not taking away your privileges.
Yeah, you have every available opportunity that person does as well. They're just better at taking advantage of them.
Be more social.
I feel like it's very situational. Because think about it, if I want to, I feel like I'm not the worst talker in the world. I mean, I may not use the best words, but I can actually talk to people. So, let's say...
I don't use, like, what sometimes in the middle of a sentence you just blurt out like a racial slur. That happens to me sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think I do that. Not at all. Not too much. I really worked hard on it, and
Just like,
I've got it down to a minimum. Yeah, I might just...
Just like...
Yeah, damn, the weather out here is a real goddamn nigger.
That's fantastic. But I'm trying to actually get to a point. If people want to do a social job and they're actually, I'll just say an extrovert, then yeah, it'll be easier for them. But if, let's say we're going the other way, where you don't talk at all, and there's actually a good job that I never want to do, and it's an air traffic controller. There's actually 2 types of ways you can go about doing it. It's the guys and gals in the tower, or it's the ones that are, I shit you not, sitting in a box with nothing but a computer screen in front of you, looking at little dots going back and forth. Honestly, out of the 2 of them, I'm going to want to sit in the fucking tower, because if I for some reason want to go in that little box, I'm going to go stir crazy. and I will, shoot up the fucking place, because I know that's exactly what it works.
I mean,
Sign me up for the box.
It's a good thing you'd be the only one in the box. It would just be a suicide instead of like the news would come on and I see, oh shit, another guy brought an AK to work and took out his whole office.
Wait, he's the only one in the office.
Of him.
Yeah, but I guess he technically took out everybody in the office, but he was the only one. So.
He took out the office too.
Yeah, the whole thing.
That's the second casualty.
But it's stuff like that where if I decided to go to a job that was more, I guess if an introvert was more successful there because they were able to focus differently than I am, then yeah, it doesn't seem very situational for me.
Being better at socializing will help you at a job interview, which is a very interpersonal type thing going on. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's like almost every aspect of life is going to be changed if you're better able to socialize with people, because life is all about dealing with other people.
Yeah, and that's not even a societal thing. That's just kind of innate.
That's just reality.
Yeah, if somebody...
It's innate to the species.
And number 5 is exactly what I said earlier, except now it's number 5 and official.
Yeah, being able to make friends more easily because you talk to people.
Interact.
Well, if you never talk to anybody, you're going to have no friends.
Yes. Wow.
That one I can't argue about at all. Because, yeah, if you can't talk to people, then you're not going to...
Yes,
I mean,
we've shut him down.
You know
And
what?
if
The
you
internet's
can't do that-
available. You can do stuff on the internet, make friends over the internet, and really like keep your level of contact down to a point where you're comfortable, and meet your social needs there.
And if you
People do
can't
that
do
on like
that,
Twitter and with Facebook and all that kind of stuff all the time.
you need a counselor.
No, this is, well, I mean, obviously whoever is talking about this is not an introvert. This is somebody who's literally like has mental health issues, like
Yeah.
an agoraphobic, most
Yeah,
likely.
or like maybe severe social anxiety, something like that.
I'm thinking agoraphobic or obsessive compulsive disorder, like an actual obsessive compulsive disorder.
You're privileged by not being as screwed up as this person.
Number 6 is great. Not having to be as tired as introverts are all the time, because having to be around other people, something that St. James refers to as daily
St.
socialization demands and human chores, leaves you ready to collapse.
What a
Again,
fucking
you're not an
weakling.
introvert. You need to take the pills your doctor told you to take.
What a weakling! Like I don't want to talk to too many people. My legs are gonna get weak.
An introvert is someone who prefers not to interact with people, not someone who is incapable of interacting with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this sounds like somebody who like read some study that's like, yeah, introverts just get tired after they talk to a lot of people, and now they're taking that concept to an extreme. Like they just got it in their head, and now it's there. Like it is fact now.
Yeah. Like an introvert would go to a party and like talk to a few people and probably have a decent time, and then go home and just need to be alone for like an hour.
Yeah. I mean,
That's like an introvert. Not this person is not an introvert. This person like legitimately needs to go see a psychiatrist and get medicated.
Or
Yeah,
they just leave
it's
the
a
party
different,
early.
it's a different level. Because I mean, there's a difference between an introvert and a hermit.
Well, I mean, they're obviously not clear on what the terms mean. They're whoever wrote the blog post talking about this.
Let's
Not this
look for their
author, but
names so
whoever
we
wrote the
can.
one this person's quoting. I think it's St. James is the blog it was on.
Let's
Because this is quoted by somebody else, Catherine Timp. She's just writing about
I
it,
see.
making fun of it
So
like we
she's
did.
just. Oh,
She's making fun of it like we did. So she's just wrote it down and clarified it, made it easier for people to read.
He's a saint, though.
yep. See.
Shouldn't we take that into account
Nope.
when we evaluate the truthiness of the claims?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this quote's great. For the longest time, like at least 25 years of my life, I thought something was wrong with me, St. James explains. Turns out I'm just an introvert. No, St. James. You have a severe mental health issue and you need to get help.
You're not just an introvert.
That's not introverted. That's agoraphobic or obsessive-compulsive. Like,
Yeah, I've decided that nothing's wrong with me. It's wrong with everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. It's so fucking annoying.
The whole system's out of line.
Speaking of that, this is fucking funny. I'm not going to read much of this article, but this is hilarious, so I'm going to post the link to it. So this chick shows up to an interview at a tech firm,
Sexist.
dressed like she was about to go clubbing in, like, torn-up fucking leggings and shit,
Yeah.
and low-cut shirt,
You mean
and,
like a
and
big
showed up late, not on top of that, late for the interview,
Was she
and
pretty?
then didn't get hired, and claimed that it's all because of the guy, they were sexist.
Yeah. That's true.
So did she do this as like satire or for some odd
Yeah,
social
no, she was
experiment?
What
legitimately-
comedy show is this on?
So here's what she was
It's
wearing.
hilarious.
A fitted black t-shirt, a red skater skirt, black tights, yes with a run, and a black cardigan,
This is a fucking SNL skit.
and heavy makeup. Yeah, and
Where
then
do you
she
find
goes
this
on to
thing?
claim that it wouldn't have mattered if she had been a man. Like what she was wearing wouldn't have mattered. She's legitimately serious. She's a fucking moron. But
Yeah,
I'm
if
gonna post this.
a man walked into a tech firm dressed like a vagrant, he would be asked to leave, if not removed immediately by security.
Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't get the job. That's for damn sure. Especially not even showing. You don't
Get out of
fucking
the
show up
trash.
late to do an interview unless there was a
And
car.
here's- I actually have a related clickbait article. This is like one of those where BuzzFeed will find a story like this and then write about it for the 10,000th time. So in this one, a teenage girl was kicked out of prom just for wearing a short dress, then getting fingered under her dress, then starting to have sex on the dance floor.
Then
Yeah,
snorting
gosh,
coke
just go fucking close-minded.
off the
They wouldn't have done that if it was
principal's
a man.
Yeah, and the last sentence says, Andrea, if you're reading this, stay strong. If people can't handle how you express yourself, that's on them. Clickhole logo. So, here.
I'm reading that like
Clickhold.
that article. That's fucking hilarious.
Was Andrews dressed slightly above the knee? Yes. Was it fitted? Sure. Was fingering in public sex making administrators a little uncomfortable? Perhaps.
Maybe not.
Jesus,
Oh,
this is
man.
beautifully written. Not even 15 minutes after showing up to prom, Andrea had already been confronted by several chaperones who said she looked too provocative.
Then she did some hand stuff and began straight up having sex in the middle of her high school's gymnasium. Just, God damn. Yeah, I wonder why they kicked her out. And I also, now you explains why that picture only goes down to like her waist. Because I'm sure her boyfriend's got another hand down there already.
I mean, I've
Or
seen
there's
it get
another guy.
even more extreme, where someone will like physically punch somebody and then be like, "You're racist against me. That's why I'm going to jail right now."
Yeah.
Like, no, it might have something to do with you beating the crap out of someone.
Yeah, it's like when somebody runs from the police and they get and they
Tackled.
get tased or shot or tackled, and it was because of their race all of a sudden.
Shit.
It's not because they were
Oh,
resisting
God.
arrest.
I was watching an episode of Cops last night, and this
That's
chick
just a
was
coincidence.
talking to the police, and they're talking to her in the ambulance. They're like, "Why didn't you open the door when you saw like 10 police officers shouting you to open the door?" And they're like, you have any history of violence? And she's like, no, I don't have any history of violence. I mean, well, I punched that one cop, and then I broke his nose and a couple of his ribs, and she fucking lists this litany of like horrible things she did to this cop. And it was pretty fucking funny. They just looking at her like, really? Are you fucking serious right now?
To be fair, if 10 cops show up at my house screaming my name, I'm not going to answer the fucking door either. I'm
Well, I mean,
going
at
to
that
run
point, you
far,
might as
far
well
away.
answer the door. They're
what are you
gonna
gonna do?
come in either way, you know. Well, wait, do you rent or do you own? Because that's really the difference there.
Yeah.
I
Man,
do
that's-
nothing.
You actually have a choice.
He lives in a
If you
bus.
own the house, then you probably want to open the door. If you rent the house, then it's not your problem.
Or you
Yeah.
could just not open the door anyway.
Just like, I'm not home.
I've had more than one of my friends escape arrest from just not answering the door.
What the
Like
fuck?
if you don't answer the door, then they just don't arrest you.
So cops in the Midwest are just like,
Oh, if they don't actually see you, they don't have an excuse without a warrant to actually bust the door down.
Yeah.
So if
I
you
just think
aren't
it's
there,
funny
they just
that it's
assume
like-
you've escaped to the East Coast.
You can answer the door and go to jail right now, or you can not answer the door and continue to eat SpaghettiOs and watch TV and not go to jail.
There was a
The
great
choice is yours.
of like a campus police show, and the campus police wanted to shut down a party.
No.
But as it turns out, they can't just go into your house and stop the party. So the party just kept going. And they were like, all right, we're going to sit out here. We're going to ID everybody that leaves. And they were like, okay.
All right.
And the party just kept going.
And then
Awesome.
the party, and then everyone leaves at the exact same time. That's how you
I would
solve it.
imagine they didn't show the ending part because I imagine at the ending part they didn't actually find anybody they
like-
could arrest.
All right, now we're going to take your name, and meanwhile, the 40 other people will now leave. All right.
Well, even if they
I have no
ID
choice.
everybody, all you have to do is just make sure that the people under 21 don't leave for like a day. Just crash out here for the night and leave tomorrow night, and the police will be gone by then because eventually they're going to have to give up.
Yeah.
Or do
Well,
they?
one would imagine. Yes, they have nothing else to do. Actually, campus cops are work like crazy. Obviously, being the major that I did, I actually get to talk to them plenty. But they deal with some shit, man. Because they don't just patrol people inside the campus; they patrol everything that goes on outside, like on the perimeter. So all the shit that people do on the perimeter of a college is the exact same. Like, is
They
their
think
shit.
they're out of the jurisdiction. Like, oh yes, we got away.
Yeah, no, they'll come right after you.
That, and you're...
We scared the hell out of some poor campus cop. He was like a kid that was just recruited or something, and like real young. And we're all in the automotive courses, right? So we all look rough as shit. And he
Yeah.
comes over to like bust our chops about smoking, and we're like slowly ringing around him, like, "Oh yeah, so yeah, sure,
We
we'll
have
stop
tire
when we're
irons
done.
and chains.
We won't do it
That's
again."
Dude, you're
And
such
he
a
just
dick.
he just like gets real nervous. He's like, "All right, well, just don't do it anymore," and then leaves.
Just tone it down, guys.
Come on,
It's
guys.
super funny.
How do we tell your bitch ass to get in the fucking corner? Like, God damn it.
He
That's
got so
horrible.
scared. Oh man, it was
You're
so
a
funny.
dick.
None of us were gonna hurt him. We were just like, God, dude,
Well,
go the
he
fuck
doesn't
away.
know that. You douchebag.
Oh yeah,
He
if you
thinks
were
he's gonna
black,
get
you would
his
have gotten
teeth
shot.
knocked in.
Well, and it was one of the ones that hadn't earned a gun yet, so all he had was a stick and a radio.
Oh, fuck. So, I mean,
So
yeah,
he could just like wag his finger at you guys, and that was it.
Yeah, pretty much.
well,
He could
And then
radio.
run.
He could get on his radio like, "I need an adult. I need to get in."
Fuck.
I do not consent.
Oh man, I think this is probably a good note to go out on.
I was gonna share a little bit about what I'm doing in the next couple days.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go for
Nobody
it.
really cares, but go ahead.
I might as well end it on that note, unless you want to end it on the cop story.
No. Keep going, keep going.
So here, okay, I'll finish it up on this one. So this is what I'm doing this weekend.
Going out
So
of
for you guys,
focus.
going
Okay.
out dancing. So
Fag.
fuck yourself. Go. Fuck.
Wow, that's a long way from Maine.
Gay.
Yeah, I had to travel all the way across the nation to do a competition down in San Diego. It's supposed to be one of the biggest ones. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm also doing one next month, but this is going to be my first one, so I don't plan to do very well.
So if anybody out there had ever had like designs on like finding and drugging Engelharth and then raping him, now you know where he'll be and when he'll be there.
Oh, yeah. In the butt.
Find him.
Don't mess up my
We
face.
dare you to show up
Wherever I
and
make
tickle
fun.
his toes in the stall.
Oh god.
Tickle my toes, damn it. I want everyone to tickle them. Please.
Oh god.
But
That's
no, it's for our Legion of Fan and you guys. I would like a good luck because I fucking hate flying.
break a leg. Wait, is that not what you say for dancing?
I think it's what you say for everything. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
It's just it's multiple use. It's
If you wish them good luck, it's bad luck. So you have to wish them bad luck so that it becomes good luck. Yes, I know it sounds retarded, but that's the logic.